which racing MMOs are putting the brakes on, and what's this about Christmas being canceled? It's a crazy week in the MMO world, folks. I'm Gillyweed with MMO Play, and I'm bringing you all that and more this week on MMO News. It's been a rough week for racing MMOs. The crew has had a few setbacks since it was first announced and has continued to push its launch date further and further back. The game has been in its current beta phase for around a week, but that's already given the developers at Ivory Tower reason enough to delay the game's launch. Rather than the catchy launch date of 11/11/14, the racer has now been pushed back to December 2nd worldwide. By postponing the crew, publisher Ubisoft also pushes the game away from a sea of other titles launching on the popular November 11th date. But unfortunately, that's not the only game that was postponed this week, as Driveclub was also delayed. The good news is the delay only applies to the free-to-play PS Plus version and its associated companion app, not the main game. The reason behind the delay is fears that the wave of initial players will overstress the game's servers. Unfortunately, there is no further info at this time on when the PS Plus Driveclub launch will be. ArcheAge is once again having a tough week, this time in dealing with hackers. This particular issue in ArcheAge is not new, as the game was attacked by the hackers on its launch day. Since then, the MMO has seen an extremely large group of botters, hackers, and spammers flooding into the game. Tryon Worlds has banned a large number of accounts, but there are still more problems. First, it seems that there's an ongoing land claim hack that has drawn the ire of honest gamers. Land is at a premium in the game, which has led to some fierce competition. Hackers are using a program to track expired plots and claim them before anyone else, even when they're not physically there to do so. Tryon World's CEO Scott Hartzman has addressed the ArcheAge land claim hack on Reddit, stating that they are working on a new theory to combat the issue and will let players know if it works out. Additionally, a video was released this week by ArcheAge that captures players teleporting in and out of crafting workbenches, letting them earn easy gold. Those who find the method abusive are calling it a teleport hack. The debate raging now is whether Tryon Worlds, the ArcheAge publisher in NA, should be blamed for the proliferation of hacks, or if the fault lies with the Korean developer XL Games. What do you think? Does assigning blame help in this case? Have you stopped playing ArcheAge because of the hackers? Let us know in the comments section below. The tale of the fallen Jedi Revan has fascinated Star Wars The Old Republic gamers for years. But his quest for conquest reaches new heights when the latest expansion for the game comes out in early December. The Shadow of Revan expansion trailer shows the danger facing both the Republic and the Sith. The expansion also comes with a slew of other features, including a level cap increase. According to the game's website, players can adventure through 5 new levels of story-driven missions. These missions will be scattered throughout 2 exciting new worlds and within new high-level flashpoints and operations. Players will also be able to customize their characters with the new discipline system, and there's plenty of new gear to be had. Gamers who pre-order the expansion can get a head start on the action on December 2nd, plus some in-game goodies. Shadow of Revan officially launches on December 9th. The launch of Warlords of Draenor is over a month away, but Blizzard is preparing to whet the appetites of gamers by releasing a bridge patch that will lead into the upcoming expansion. The Iron Tide patch will release on October 14th and usher in the new class skills as well as other improvements to the game. Some of the upgrades include dedicated bags, the toy box, and being able to create a list of favorite mounts. There's also the revamped Upper Blackrock Spire, a 5-man adventure for level 90 characters that will only be around for a limited time. The patch is primed to get players pumped for the upcoming Warlords of Draenor expansion. But you know what else will do the same? McDonald's. That's right, in the run-up to the expansion, Blizzard has teamed up with McDonald's in China, and they're bringing Azeroth into the realms of fast food catering with a range of World of Warcraft-themed restaurants. The burger bars have been split down the center with Horde and Alliance banners, so you can eat among comrades of your favorite faction. Obviously, Pandorans will have to order to go to maintain neutrality. Along with the banners, posters, and life-size standees, big spenders can even pick up gift cards to redeem for in-game items. To top it off, the front of the building has been given a makeover fit for the Lich King himself. Did somebody say Orc Invasion? We are off to the Highland with the opening of the new Dragon's Prophet Thedrea region. A mountainous plateau located in the south of Eurasia, Thedrea will be the epicenter of fresh intrigue and dark magic, according to Infernum Productions. Players will want to dig around for answers, but remember that snooping is often accompanied by lethal danger. In terms of size, Thedrea is an expansive region filled with unique quests, dungeons, and dragons. Heroes barreling through the new content can strive to reach the raised level cap of 102. Up for a challenge? Try to tackle the new adventure and legendary dungeons. Meanwhile, event hunters can mobilize against the summoned bosses in the new Crystal War. It's worth joining if only for the dragon eggs that can be earned as rewards and redeemed for new dragons. Have a grand time in the Highland. Send me a postcard. Time for the 5 in 1. Here are 5 stories each in one sentence. The first ever content update has arrived for the Diablo 3 console version, which includes the Vault, changes to Nephilim Rifts, and new legendary items. The limited beta for EverQuest 2 Altar of Malice began on Tuesday, but if you weren't one of the lucky ones to get in, you'll still get access when the open beta starts October 14th. Although its Kickstarter campaign was unsuccessful, Project Gorgon's creators plan to continue the game's development by launching another crowdfunding option on its own website. Snail Games announced this week that the highly anticipated Age of Wushu Winds of Destiny expansion will launch next week on October 15th. And finally, in an announcement reminiscent of a Dr. Seuss tale, Carbine Studios is canceling Christmas. That is, both the Christmas and Halloween WildStar events have been canceled in favor of more developing manpower for their next update. Well guys, that's all the time we have for today, but don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for info, contests, and more. Again, I'm your host Gillyweed, and I'll see you next week, but until then, I'll see you in game.